Hello. This practice that I'm sharing today is going to be a practice for you to do today, if you can, on the full moon. But it's not essential that you do it today. You can really do it at any point in your life, at any time. But I just felt compelled to sort of put it out there today because the full moon is today in the sign of Leo. We are the 25th of January today, and then the lunar new year starts on the 9th of February with the next new moon. So we're kind of in this little window of time where, it is still the in between. For me, it definitely is, and it will still feel like, I think, the in between in February, and it will probably only start to feel more natural to come to life when spring comes, and that will be more towards the equinox. That's always how it feels for me. And so what I'm really trying to do at the moment, and I said it to one of the mums on the school run this morning, was not get caught up in the rush. And I'm really trying to stick with the intention that I set for myself last January, which was to be gloriously gentle with myself. And what I've sort of found over the last year of working with that intention is that my baseline has really become peace, and I actually feel like really grounded, really peaceful lots of the time. And I've also understood that I can't fake a regulated nervous system, and I can't fake being rested. It's something that I can't fake, and it was something last year that was incredibly important to me. So I'm kind of like sticking with that, and things are starting to come to me, but I'm not really gonna get started yet. I'm just in the in between. This time for me is all about letting go and becoming more aligned. And really agreeing to be the best human being that I can be, and the best mother to my children, because that is my top priority. And I've noticed how much they've benefited from me having this regulated nervous system and being rested and not rushing, and just taking them into this more slow and steady lane with me. So for us this week, that looked like, for example, I think it was Monday, we all woke up late. And so rather than going, right, we're late, let's rush, I was like, I didn't tell them we were late, but I knew we were late. And I just let the morning unfold. And we got to school, 15 minutes late, and it was fine. And so they were able to eat their breakfast, they were able to digest their food. They weren't, and I know it's not possible, it's not always possible, but that's why me and Ross are doing this. We wanted a life where we had time to give to our kids. And I have got that time to give to them. And so that's what I'm doing, really. So anyway, this practice is for today, for the full moon. It's a letting go practice, and it's something that I shared with my group in Circle on Friday just gone. And this is about really pattern breaking and cycle breaking. So as I sort of talk you through it, what I want you to consider is if there is a particular pattern or a cycle that you feel you need, want, or would benefit from really looking at and breaking down and letting go of in your life. Patterns are things like, gosh, I've had loads of patterns. Probably my biggest one would be people pleasing. It would be, gosh, what's another pattern? Giving my power away, outsourcing my power. Relying on other people to give me direction in life. Another pattern would be, a more shadowy pattern for me, is to acknowledge the darker parts of myself and to acknowledge the narcissist that's alive within me as the empath, within the mother, which is something that I have worked with probably over the last 6 months, and I've invited into my groups as well that I hold. So, it could be something minor. It could be like, self-sabotage. That's something else that I do. um, and it all sort of, it gets to a point where you can't do it anymore. And hopefully there will be a switch that will flick naturally. And that's generally what happens to me with self-sabotage. For example, things like, drinking coffee on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. I've known for a very long time that is not serving anybody at all. And that pattern I've broken this week, because I've just like, what am I doing? Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that to myself? Not only me, why am I doing that to the people that I come into contact with? Because I'm here to be be a good human being and support the people that I meet in my life. And if I take a caffeinated me into the school run, and into the day, it's not good. I know that's not good for me. So that's a pattern that's been broken this week, literally. So happy I've finally done it. Oh, what a relief. So yeah, there's all these patterns. So just take some time. You might want to pause this now. You might want to, ask yourself on the inside. You could light a candle and open some sacred space with yourself. Take a few grounding breaths. You can breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And just ask yourself on the inside, what's the pattern that I'm ready to break? What's the cycle that I'm ready to break? What am I unwilling to carry forwards with me into this new beginning? And this isn't the only chance. There's always multiple new beginnings. Every day we begin again. But this is just, intentionally working with this energy of the Leo full moon. I'm just going to have a little look. I don't know what this is going to do to the video. But Leo, what planet rules Leo? I'm pretty sure it's the sun. Yeah. So the planet that rules Leo is the sun. And that's a very masculine energy. It's a very dynamic, it's the yang energy, it's the life-giving energy. So we can use the sun, the planet that Leo is strongly connected with on this full moon. We can use this sun energy to help us, purify and clear away what needs to get gone so that we can step forwards from a clearer place. So take some time, find out what it might be. If you are not sure what it is, or you just want to generally guide yourself to a place of letting go, then you can do this for that reason as well. So once you're ready to begin, let's take a few grounding breaths if you haven't already. Closing your eyes, you can lie down for this or you can sit up. Taking a gentle breath in through your nose. And letting go. And again, a deep breath in. Releasing. Exhale. And just as you come to this place, either laying down or sitting up, just focus if you can on your out-breaths as this pathway to surrender. It's the restful part of the breath cycle as well. So with every out-breath, just invite your body to rest a little more heavily down into your seat or on your bed or whatever it is that you're making your little nest here today. Rest on your out-breath, release on your out-breath, come to a surrendered state on your out-breath. And then start to bring your awareness down to your root. So this is the bottom part of your spine where your tail would kind of have once sprouted and grown from. So just bring your awareness there down to your tailbone, down to your root. Feel that part of your body there making contact with the ground, making contact with your root. And see if you can just bring your hands there as well. So great practice just to come a little more down into your body. Feel round to the root, feel round to the tail. Just sharing my little yogi tea insight. Even a journey of thousands, 1,000 miles starts with the first step. So maybe this is the first time that you've really worked to consciously unhook from patterns, to clear and break cycles. So as you breathe here and as you focus on your out breath, just see if you can bring that warming sense of gratitude to yourself here for really taking this time to work in this space. And we're just going to keep the awareness and the energy and your focus and your intention and your attention down there at your root. This is where the journey really is going to begin. So take some few breaths here, but just see if you can start to now breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. And just as when we work with microcosmic orbit, we work with the cycle of creation within us to harmonise and unify our energy and to collect lost fragments and threads. And that cycle goes up the back of the spine, up the back body, and it goes down the front body. But as we're working today to clear patterns, to break cycles, we're going to reverse that cycle. So as you rest here, I want you to just really feel that you are safe, that you are held in the space that you're in. And if you need to, you can just invite in this feeling of support from the ground below you, even if you're kind of on a second floor of a house or high up there, you're not on the actual ground. There will be an element of you being able to draw protection and draw a holding, a support from the earth below you. So just see if you can feel that now. Set that intention as you just rest there at the back body, down there at the back of the root, that you just start to welcome in elemental support from the earth. And she is the mother of us all, and you will never ever be too much for her to hold. So see if you can just take a few more restful, surrendered, releasing breaths out. And then begin to bring back to your awareness whatever the pattern, whatever the cycle is that you want to release yourself from today, that you want to take that first conscious step, remembering that a journey of thousands of miles starts with that very first step. So you take that first step right now by bringing your awareness, paying attention to the cycle, the pattern, feeling it in your energy, in your body, thanking this pattern, this cycle for all of the lessons that it has taught you so far. But just saying now on the inside, I'm ready now to move forwards. I don't need to carry you with me any longer. Take a deep inhale. Surrendered exhale. And then we work with the energy of the pattern now. We breathe in, up the front body. Take the inhale, breathe in, up the front of the body from the root. Beginning by bringing the breath up into the brain. And as you breathe out down the back body. Let your energy, your breath pull there at your root at the bottom. And then begin that cycle again. And just see if you can breathe slow here, in through the nose, breathing in up the front of your body, up the front of your spine. Breathing out down the back of the spine. And we just want to feel now that pattern is just beginning to be reversed, to be cleared. With this reverse cycle, we're reversing the creation of that pattern. And this might feel more than enough for you. However, if you want to take it deeper, press your tongue behind your top two front teeth. Relax your tummy, and then on your inhale again, take the breath up the front body, bring it up to the mouth and then pass it over the tongue, the roof of the mouth, and then take it down the back body. And this might cause you to feel slightly nauseous because it might feel like you're swallowing that pattern, that cycle, that energy. But we're sending it down the back of the spine. And as we send it down the back of the spine, we're going to send it out the back of the body. As it comes to the root, releasing it, just that fragment of it. As you come to the root, send it out down through your root. And then again, breathe in up the front of the spine. Breathe out down the back of the spine. And as you do this, you might notice that there are certain parts of this pattern which are full of some kind of a nourishment and some kind of a fertile ground. So as you breathe out down the back of your body and you come down to the root, there might be some of that you choose to let rest as debris down there at the root. And you don't need to really pay too much attention to how much, because just continue to cycle that breath. And it might be that there is a big amount of debris and it's going to take a few cycles to clear that. And every time the out breath comes down the back of the spine and passes through the root, there'll be this process of alchemizing. So some of this debris will start to be cleared, sent down through your root. And at the end, there might be a tiny little bit which you just feel is supportive for you on the path forward. There might not be at all. But just be kind to your body here, be kind to your mind, be kind to your breath, be kind to your energy, and just keep that reverse cycle going if you can. Breathing in up the front of the spine, taking the pattern, the cycle, reversing the pattern, the cycle, breathing out down the back of the spine. And next time that you breathe in, we're going to bring the breath all the way up and let the breath stay in the very center of the brain, in the mind. Feeling that sun there, that bright golden sunshine, our life-giving planet. Holding the breath there if you can for a couple of breaths. See if you can pause at the top. And then breathe out down the front of the spine. And again, breathe in up the back of the spine. See if you can hold that sense of illumination, that fire from the sun. Hold that in the brain. Being aware of the full moon in Leo, wishing you to move forwards with purpose. But to move forwards with purpose and really step into that path, we need to release some of the other stuff. So as you breathe out, bring that sunshine energy, that fire, just to burn a little bit of that pattern. Bringing that fire down now to the root, down the front body. And you just feel that warming there, those embers that are left, that debris that's left starts to get burnt a little bit by this warm sunshine energy. And we'll just take that a few times. So breathe in up the back of the spine, up to the sunshine in the brain. And bring that sun, that fire, that burning energy of Leo, that passion, that drive, that yang, that really directional energy, direct it courageously down to the roots and bring that burning there. You might even bring your hands down to your root now just to support the warming, to support the clearing. Let's take 2 more breaths. So breathing deeply in. Taking it up the front body, up to the brain. Breathing out, bring the sunshine down, all the way down. Down the back, down to the root. One more time, reversing the cycle, breaking the pattern, breaking the cycle. Breathe in from the root, bringing the awareness of the pattern, the final few threads and fragments that are there. Take it up the front of the body, deliver it to the fire, the sunshine in the brain. Bring the lion focus, the lion heart, the breath of the lion. Breathe out down the back. Bring that fire to the root, burning, clearing, alchemizing. Rest there at the root. We're going to take lion's breath now, really, really embodying and connecting to the energy of Leo the lion. So on the inhale, in through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth, poke out the tongue and roar. Do 2 more like that, the power of 3. In through the nose. Out with your own roar, poking out your tongue, stretching your mouth, stretching your jaw. And as you breathe out this last time, let your body rest. Let your bones rest. Let your breath rest. Let your brain rest. Bring an intentional focus now to slow breaths in through the nose. Maybe a few gentle sighs, sweet sighs out of the mouth, being gentle and tender with yourself here. And let yourself rest in this new space that you've created inside of you. And just to smooth everything out, offering yourself to your path forwards in your own way. Let's move into microcosmic orbit, just 2 breaths. Awareness comes down to the back of the root. You relax your whole body. And as you breathe in up the back of the spine. Feel that glorious inhale, allowing you to open the back of your body so that you can receive now. Receive that breath, that gloriously gentle inhale. And allow the exhale to wave and wash down the front of your body, harmonizing the hot and the cool energy inside of you, creating a small heavenly cycle within you with your breath. This is your orbit. Breath of union, reminding you of the way that you connect to all of those larger orbits, all of those larger cycles. And as you take just one more breath here, just really let yourself bask, let yourself receive the full length of this in-breath, nourishing you, loving you and supporting you. And as you breathe out, breathe all the way out. And then allow your body to rest. You've done what you needed to do. Rest here for as long as you can. And when you feel ready to return, see if you can move with love. Thank yourself for your practice. And please, please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions whatsoever, but leaving you with my love. Thank you very much.